Well, good evening and welcome back tonight. Delmarva, a Salisbury man convicted in a murder that happened last year. 26-year-old Antonio Oliver, who you see there on your screen, was convicted on Thursday of first-degree murder. Now, this murder took place back in July of 2023 when the victim and Oliver got into a physical altercation on Fairground Drive. As the victim tried to leave the area in a vehicle, Oliver's friend handed him a gun and Oliver chased after the victim's car. Now, after the victim drove out of sight, Oliver then ran across the parking lot and hid, waiting for the victim to return. When the victim did return, Oliver came around the corner of the building and shot them 6 times. He will remain in custody pending his sentencing. Well, a Houston man is behind bars on firearm charges. On Tuesday evening, officers responded to a call on North Washington Street for reports of an altercation. Police were advised that a male suspect was in possession of a firearm and fled the scene. When officers arrived, they located the male suspect in a parking lot on Park Lane and detained him. Now, the suspect, identified as 22-year-old Caleb Mumford, allegedly lifted his shirt up and showed a firearm to 2 women in a threatening manner. He was committed to the DOC on a slew of charges. Well, heading on over to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, their homecoming is just around the corner, and school officials say it's the perfect time to encourage entrepreneurs. Jamar Simmons is the Associate Vice President for the Dean of Students. He tells us UMES will be holding a black flea market composed of students and alumni who have either a long-standing business or are just starting up. He says not only is this a way to get their feet wet, but also a way to inspire innovation.
We know that our students arrive to the university with tons of experience in owning their own businesses and creating different brands. And so this will be an opportunity to bring all of those entrepreneurs here in one space to celebrate them and give an opportunity for them to kind of share what they've been working on for years, and also for some people to be able to support their businesses.
Yeah, the event is free and takes place Thursday, November 7th from 11 to 3 p.m. at the UMES Student Center. Well, at this time, we're going to send things over to Chief Meteorologist Rich Werdzik, who's standing by. Rich, I got to tell you, I'm enjoying not having all this rain, but we do need some, so hopefully there will be a little bit of rain on the forecast in the coming weeks.
Well, I will say that. That's what I'm going to address coming up here. We will eventually get some rain again, and Rob, I think most people will agree. It has been nice with the beautiful days that we've had recently, but haven't had a drop of rain in most spots for the entire month. 1/100 of an inch technically at a Salisbury airport at the beginning of the month. Doesn't look like we will see any rain for the rest of October. Going into November, I do see some significant changes that could point us toward our next shot for some wet weather, or at least a shift back toward more chances of wet weather. But none of that tonight. Show Artificial Sky Cam that's live at Georgetown, where temperatures right now sit at about 51 degrees. Other spots a little cooler like Salisbury at 49, 52 in Melfa, Cambridge same temperature, Easton 53, and Dover right now at 54. So we're milder than we were this time yesterday, even though we had a cooler day, and that's because the cool down that came with that first front that moved through didn't last very long. We're already starting to warm up out ahead of the second cold front. That kicks through tomorrow morning, and that sets us up for a real chilly end to the weekend, and potentially a better chance for our first frost of the season, at least for some spots in interior Delmarva come Sunday night. High pressure and control of our weather. It's going to skip off the coast. That front coming through will not have any rain. Showers and storms in the mountains. Well, a lot of that's coming from Great Lakes moisture, and anytime the wind hits the mountains, it gets pushed up into the air, kind of wrung out, if you will, with what little moisture is there. So that's why sometimes they can get showers in these situations. We will not see that. What we will see is just a shift in the wind direction, and we will feel the changes by tomorrow afternoon. You can see that with the front moving through, a little gusty at times for the afternoon, and temperatures will slowly start to fall as we go into the evening. We need the rain, obviously. The drought monitor has continued to increase. Moderate to severe drought for all of Delaware. All of Delmarva is under some sort of level of drought, either onset or moderate drought. And I expect this map, unfortunately, to worsen as we get to the end of the month. Now, the rainfall trend, I'm not tracking storms here. This is just the trend, looking at the legend right there, for us to stay slightly drier than normal. And that's actually good because this map looks much improved compared to what it used to be. Wetter than normal on the other side of the mountains. That tells me that Gulf moisture is slowly going to be returned to our weather pattern. So when these fronts move through, we'll have a better chance to get some rain in here. This is the long-range trend that goes beyond next weekend into Friday the 8th. So it's looking like it's the first week of November we could finally get into our next shot for rain and maybe move into a more wet pattern for the month. 46 to 51 tonight with scattered clouds. Your Brazier's Carbacare dog walking forecast is another beautiful day. A little gusty in the afternoon, but highs close to 70 with temperatures dropping by late afternoon. Low 60s on Sunday, considerably cooler. Could be Sunday night that we see some frost. A cool start to the week, but a quick warm up, low to mid 70s, and we could be looking at some beautiful weather on Halloween. High of 77, lots of sun. Brandon?
Rich, stick around. Your top plays coming up next. Keep it right here. You're watching DSI.
Hello, my name is Levita Moffat. I'm the head coach of Smyrna Eagles field hockey program, and you are watching Delmarva Sports Insider.